Hey everybody, Todd Orchide here with GTL Real Estate again. Wanted to talk this time about something we've talked about before, but if something came up in the news, kind of brought this up, so I really wanted to bring this up again in another video, and that is the importance of making sure that your property manager is properly accounting for the trust funds. And trust funds basically means your money and your tenant's money. You want to make sure this is taken care of. So I've linked to an article down here in the description of this video. You will find there a talk of a property management company that mysteriously $500,000, over $500,000, over $500,000, basically disappeared. There was less than $2 left in this bank account, and it was supposed to have over $500,000 in it. Obviously, that's a pretty big deal. So this is something that you as a property owner, or if you're a tenant watching this video, you should also be highly concerned about. You want to make sure that the company, the property management company that you're working with, doesn't have just their people working on the trust funds. You want to make sure that you're working with a management company who has third-party auditing of these funds, so that, you know, they're not the only people having their hands in the money. You want to have someone else keeping an eye on them. Now, this is supposed to be taken care of by real estate regulations, and that's true here in Georgia and Florida where we do business. The Real Estate Commission has the right to come and audit your bank accounts if you're a real estate broker at any time. Problem is, as you can imagine, there are thousands of real estate brokerages and there are only a handful of investigators. So that doesn't happen. Generally, they do random audits. Our last random audit was years ago. I think it was probably 2015, maybe before that, which, you know, I'm not going to complain about. Obviously, audits are a pain, but the problem for you as a property owner or a tenant is that means there's nobody keeping an eye on this to make sure that the broker is keeping the money where it's supposed to be. So what we do, and what I would encourage you to make sure that any broker you work with does, is have third-party auditing of their trust accounts. When you look at our website, if you're viewing this video on our website, you can see this down at the bottom. If you're on YouTube, you can go to our website. I'll have a link to that. You can go and look at the bottom of our website. You'll see third-party auditing there by a company called Smart Business Consultants. It's a consulting company that works only in the property management industry, and they do third-party bank reconciliations for property managers. It doesn't have to be that company. There's other companies that handle this, same thing. But the idea is there's somebody from outside the company who doesn't have a vested interest in that money, who keeps an eye on it and makes sure that the transactions look the way they're supposed to. If this had existed for this company that I've linked this news article about, somebody at this third-party accounting firm would have said, hey, you're managing 300 properties. Why do you not have any money in your trust accounts? Where are the security deposits? Where are the reserves for your owners? Where is all this money? And at that point, if there wasn't any money, they could have reported it to the proper authorities. But since nobody was doing that apparently, and since an audit hadn't taken place in quite some time apparently, nobody knew. Because you as the property owner, of course, you're not able to go in and audit that company's books. They're not going to open their books for you and let you look through all of their other clients' financial records. That wouldn't be appropriate. So you need to have the assurance that there is an accounting firm that's keeping an eye on these things so that you know your money is safe, whether you're a property owner or a tenant. So we take care of that at GTL. We have that third-party accounting firm. You want to make sure any company you're doing business with, you should ask them this question, make sure they're doing the same, and make sure that it stays that way. And by the way, you're welcome to contact the company that we have listed here, Smart Business Consultants, and confirm with them that we actually have that third-party reconciliation process going on. If you want to make sure you verify that, I'm sure they'll be happy to do that for you. But the point is, whether it's that company or another, you want to make sure somebody is keeping an eye on things, because a whole lot of money can disappear really quickly before the Real Estate Commission is able to do anything about it. In this case, $500,000 of client and tenant money disappeared, and now they don't know where it is. And the process to try to go about getting that, if that money has been inappropriately spent, I'm not saying what happened. I don't know what actually happened in this case, but if that has happened, it'll be virtually impossible for those clients to get that money back from whoever did that. So the only way to prevent that from happening is making sure that this third-party system is in effect for whatever management company you're working with. If you have any questions about that, feel free to email me, info@gtlrealestate.com. Be happy to answer those questions. If you're looking for a property manager, of course, email me, same way, or you can go to our website, fill out the form there for a free rental analysis, and we'll make sure somebody gets back to you real quick. Thanks.